Hello everyone, welcome to Jazz Robotics. This is a video series for Jazz Robotics Sensor Kit. In this series, I am going to be covering 15 basic lessons. Very soon, I'll release video series for 50 plus Arduino projects that you can do yourself at home using Jazz Robotics Sensor Creativity Board. So please like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss. To get most out of this series, I would recommend it to follow and the links are in the description section of this video. Today we are going to be covering the first part of 15-part sensor kit series. The topic is using a buzzer in circuits. In this lesson, we'll go step by step and cover the following points. First, we'll start with a quick introduction to the project, then we'll see the components required. After that, we'll understand the circuit diagram and wiring. Next, we'll walk through the Arduino code. We'll also run a simulation demo before moving to manual connections on a breadboard. Later, we'll implement the same project on Sensor Creativity Board where all the connections are already provided. Finally, we'll test the complete working and conclude the project. With introduction, students will learn about buzzers, their functionality, and how to integrate them into simple electronic circuits. Buzzers are commonly used in various applications such as alarms, notifications, and sound effects in electronic devices. A buzzer is an electromechanical device that produces sound where an electric signal is applied. There are two main types of buzzers, active and passive buzzer. Active buzzers generate sound when power is applied, while passive buzzers require an oscillating signal to produce sound. Understanding how to use buzzers can enhance students' knowledge of sound generation in electronics. Now let's look at the components required to perform this experiment. We need a microcontroller such as Arduino Uno, active buzzer. For powering the circuit, we use a USB cable or a battery. As you can see, active buzzer is already integrated in the sensor creativity board and it is connected internally to pin 12 of the Arduino. This means we don't need to do any extra wiring with jumper wires. We can directly use pin 12 in our Arduino code to control the buzzer. Whenever code sends a high signal to pin 12, the buzzer will turn on and make a sound. When the signal is low, the buzzer will turn off. So in the coding part, we will simply define pin 12 as the buzzer pin and then control it in the loop. Now let's look at the circuit diagram and wiring of how to connect the buzzer. First, positive pin of buzzer is connected to the digital output pin of the Arduino. In this case, pin is 12. Next, the negative pin of the buzzer is connected to the ground of Arduino. After the connections are complete, we need to power the microcontroller. This can be done by connecting the Arduino to USB cable. Finally, once the hardware is ready, we'll write the code in Arduino IDE and upload it to the board. The program will control when the buzzer turns on and off based on the instructions. Now let's look at the simulation of this project. Once we run the code, the buzzer starts following the instructions given in the program. As you can see in the console window, the buzzer is turning on for 1 second and turn off for 1 second. This is repeating continuously. This behavior is controlled by delay function in the code. If we want buzzer to sound faster or slower, we can simply modify the delay values in the program. For example, reducing delay will make buzzer beep quickly, while increasing it will slow it down. Let's perform this experiment on sensor creative board. First, I am connecting the Arduino to the creative board. The buzzer is already integrated here on pin 12, so no extra wiring is needed. Next, I connect the Arduino to my laptop using a USB cable which powers the board. Now I open the Arduino IDE, paste the code, upload it to the board. Once uploaded, as you can see, buzzer turns on for 1 second and off for 1 second. The console window also displays the same messages in real time. Finally, if I change the delay value in the code and re-upload, I can make the buzzer beep faster or slower. Now you can hear buzzer is beeping faster as I have reduced the delay seconds to 500 milliseconds.
Now you can hear buzzer is beeping slower as I have increased the delay seconds to 2000 milliseconds.
Now let's look at the serial monitor during the experiment. You can see the delay of 1 second here. After changing it to 500 milliseconds, we can see the delay as per the code. After changing it to 2000 milliseconds, you can see the delay of 2 seconds each time. The timing exactly matches what happens in our experiment. Buzzer turns on and off with the same delays values set in the code. So by simply changing the delay in the program, both the buzzer's sound pattern and the console messages stay perfectly synchronized. Coming to the conclusion, in this project we learned how to use buzzer in a circuit. We understood the difference between active and passive buzzers. We controlled the buzzer using a microcontroller Arduino. We implemented the project on sensor creativity board which made connections simpler. The same code works across different setups giving consistent results. The key takeaway is to experiment with code to create new sounds and patterns. Using the sensor creativity board makes the demo cleaner, faster, and less prone to errors. Thank you for watching.